The 2025 cycling season has come to an end. And honestly, the ongoing trend just kept rolling this year. I'm talking, of course, about that Slovenian phenomenon who keeps dominating the sport. Tadej Pogačar. When the two-time world champion sets his sights on something, you have to be a seriously special rider to stop him. The few times he didn't win were, unsurprisingly, the most entertaining races of the season. The man who challenged Pogačar the most this year was Mathieu van der Poel. The Spring Classics suit the Dutchman perfectly, with his explosive power and instinct for chaos. Pogačar was forced to attack early in those races, which opened things up beautifully. The highlight for me? Milan-San Remo. The race exploded on the Cipressa when Pogačar attacked, taking Filippo Ganna and van der Poel with him. The three of them battled it out to the line, and in a brilliant sprint, van der Poel came out on top. Pogačar didn't have to wait long for revenge. He returned to the Tour of Flanders after skipping it last year, and just like in his 2023 triumph, he destroyed the field on the Auto Quaremont to take another dominant solo victory. Paris-Roubaix, on the other hand, ended in something of an anticlimax. Van der Poel and Pogačar were alone in front when the Slovenian took a corner way too fast and went down. Van der Poel rode solo to the finish. Not quite the epic duel we were hoping for. Just a week later, something rare happened. Pogačar was beaten again, this time in the Amstel Gold Race. He and Remco Evenepoel were locked in a fierce battle, but neither could shake the other. In the final sprint, both of them lost out, to Skelmoza, who came flying past with a perfectly timed jump. A week later, normal service resumed. Pogačar attacked, dropped everyone, and won solo. Business as usual. Then came the first Grand Tour of the year, the Giro d'Italia. Easily the most dramatic and unpredictable of 2025. Going into the final mountain stage, the race looks set to be a duel between Isaac Del Toro and Richard Carapaz, separated by less than a minute. But on the penultimate climb, Simon Yates attacked. At first, the favorites reacted. But when Yates went again, Del Toro hesitated, almost as if he'd run out of fight. Yates kept pushing, and to everyone's shock, rode into pink on the final day. The Tour de France was the race everyone had been waiting for. Another chapter of Pogačar versus Vingegaard. But while Vingegaard was stronger than last year, he still couldn't crack the Slovenian. Pogačar took his fourth Tour victory, now just one away from matching the legendary record of 5. The Vuelta a España went to Jonas Vingegaard. After gifting the win to his teammate Sepp Kuss back in 2023, this time he took the red jersey for himself, though João Almeida made him work hard for it. The race was unfortunately marred by several protest disruptions, a worrying trend that hopefully doesn't carry over into next season. At the World Championships, we saw a surprising image. Remco Evenepoel catching none other than Pogačar during the time trial. The Belgian stormed to yet another rainbow jersey in that discipline, setting up extra tension for the road race. That tension didn't last long. In Rwanda, during the road race, Pogačar attacked early, again, and no one could follow. He claimed his second consecutive world title in utterly dominant fashion. He wrapped up his season with a 5th straight win at Il Lombardia, the perfect final touch to yet another masterpiece of a year. I don't even need to ask who the rider of the season was. We all know. 2025 was once again the year of Tadej Pogačar. It's both awe-inspiring and at times a bit too predictable. You can't really blame him for that, of course, nor anyone else. Credit to the tour organizers, though, for at least trying to shake things up by placing the toughest mountain stages deep into the race. Aside from the Pogačar show, 2025 also gave us a glimpse of cycling's future. Florian Lipowitz impressed with a strong 3rd place at the Tour. Isaac Del Toro proved his class in the Giro and other climbing races, But the biggest revelation was Brennan, the young Brit who combined a lethal sprint with solid climbing, taking an astonishing 13 victories in his debut season. A name we'll be hearing a lot more of. And with that, 2025 closes. Another year ruled by a Slovenian genius, in a sport brimming with young talent. I already can't wait for 2026.